Out of a violent relationship is dangerous and it can be deadly. That's why the Texas legislature passed a law back in 2009 that was designed to protect victims of domestic abuse. Now, surprisingly, it has never been used here in Nueces County. Our Janine Reyes looks for the answer to why not as 6 investigates.
This is, they said, is kind of the worst one. It doesn't go down because they said.
Cassandra Perez has daily reminders of her attempt to leave a dangerous relationship. This is Cassandra in 2009, the day her ex-boyfriend attacked her, leaving her for dead.
How many times were you stabbed?
97.
97 times.
With the box cutter.
Perez says that's not the first time she suffered abuse. Guadalupe Cervantes had been charged with violence before.
I would say 80% of the deaths that we have seen over the last few years in our area, and that includes the entire 12 counties that we serve, have been when the victim has wanted to leave.
And that's why advocates at the Women's Shelter of South Texas reached out to our local leaders for a life-saving law called Mary's Law. Representative Abel Heredo authored House Bill 1506, and it passed unanimously. It gives judges the option to order a GPS monitor for suspected abusers, and it gives victims a pager. If the accused abuser gets within specified zones, it sends out an alert.
It gives them time to get out. Simultaneously, it alerts the police officers in the area.
Perez thinks if put to use, the law could have saved her from a brutal attack.
If I would have known about the law, maybe I could have said something at one of the hearings.
It passed 6 months before her attack.
In the ideal world, every single offender would be on GPS monitoring, and every victim would have that pager.
But in Nueces County, it's nowhere near ideal. The probation department tells us they've never seen an order to enforce Mary's Law. And in the entire state, it's been used 4 times since it passed.
So roughly once a year so far.
Yeah. Actually, once in April 2012, once in April 2013, and twice in July 2013. That's for our entire state.
Is it realistic to think that in the last 4 years there's not been one case where this could have been used?
Not in my opinion.
And while none of the district judges in Nueces County called us back to tell us why, the women who push for the legislation say it probably all boils down to money. The law requires offenders to pay for the device, but oftentimes they just don't have the money.
If an offender doesn't have the money to pay, is that a reason not to put this into play? It probably shouldn't be, because obviously victims' lives are much more important, but we find that that happens.
Perez says there is a simple answer to that.
You have to pay it, then if not, go back to jail. Don't come out.
Janine Reyes, 6 Investigates.
Now the news